Ah yes, farming, the dream of a simpler life. The reality? Well, it's more like an unglamorous battle between you, the soil, and everything that can possibly go wrong. But hey, it's not all bad. What if I told you there's a way to get better yields without selling your soul or losing your sanity in the process? Stick around because today, we're going to dive into 10 small farm hacks that'll give you big results with minimal effort. And trust me, these aren't your grandmother's throw a seed in the ground and hope for the best tips. No. We're talking real hacks that save time, effort, and possibly your last shred of dignity. 1. The lazy irrigation system. Look, we all know water is the lifeblood of any farm. But hauling buckets of water, setting up hoses like some low-budget action movie scene, and hand-watering each plant? Yeah, that's the farmer's version of medieval torture. So here's the deal. Soaker hoses. These things are like the lazy person's dream come true. Roll them out, turn on the water, and let them do the work. It's that simple. A University of California study found that soaker hoses can reduce water usage by up to 33% compared to traditional sprinkler systems, which are basically a water wasteland. Soaker hoses deliver water directly to the root zones of plants, minimizing evaporation and runoff, so you're not wasting a gallon of water every time you water your crops. Imagine the relief. No more wrestling with clunky sprinkler systems or spending hours making sure your plants don't die of thirst. Instead, you can binge watch your favorite show while your crops happily drink up. And if you think you can't afford it, think again. Soaker hoses are dirt cheap. For the cost of a few Starbucks lattes, you can save yourself hours of labor and water, all while feeling like you're a farming genius. 2. Companion planting, aka planting with friends. You know that one person who just clicks with everyone and somehow turns any situation into a success? Well, plants have their version of that. Some crops absolutely love being neighbors, while others will literally suck the life out of each other. Take tomatoes and basil, for instance. Plant them together, and suddenly your tomatoes are getting a natural pest repellent, while the basil's flavor gets a boost. It's like you've unlocked some secret farming cheat code that makes everything better. Now that's the dream, right? According to the National Sustainable Agriculture Information Service, companion planting can increase your crop yield by up to 20% in some cases. And it's not just basil and tomatoes. How about planting marigolds near your squash to repel aphids? Or garlic near your roses to keep the pesky aphids at bay? Imagine all the extra produce you'll be harvesting without spending a dime on expensive pest control methods. It's like a social experiment for your crops. So next time you're planting, don't just think about the individual needs of your plants. Think about who they'll get along with. It's a party, not a prison. 3. Mulching, the lazy gardener's secret weapon. Mulch is basically nature's version of a cozy blanket for your plants. No, seriously, it's not just for looks. It's an essential part of creating a thriving garden. Mulch helps retain soil moisture, reduce weeds, and insulate the soil against extreme temperatures. Kind of like your favorite cozy hoodie, but for your crops. And guess what? The best part is, you don't even have to do anything. Mulch is like the lazy gardener's dream come true. When you apply a 4-6-inch layer of mulch, it can reduce water evaporation by up to 50%, which is a big deal if you're dealing with a hot, dry climate. Plus, you can use pretty much anything to mulch. Wood chips, straw, grass clippings, leaves, anything organic will work. Over time, as the mulch breaks down, it even enriches your soil with nutrients. So, not only are you saving time by reducing watering and weeding, but you're also making your soil healthier with minimal effort. Essentially, it's the mulch equivalent of getting a raise without asking for one. So why aren't you mulching yet? 4. Raised beds. Because squatting sucks. If you've ever tried gardening for more than an hour, you know what it's like to feel every muscle in your body screaming at you. Digging, bending, squatting, it's a whole body workout that only the truly masochistic enjoy. Here's the solution: raised garden beds. These beauties aren't just a neat and tidy way to farm. They make gardening an entirely different and much more enjoyable experience. When you raise your garden beds, you get better drainage, more aeration for the roots, and best of all, no more bending over like you're playing an endless game of squat until your legs burn. Plus, you can grow more in less space. Raised beds often increase your yields by 30% to 50% because you're giving your plants the optimal environment to grow. The added bonus? Your back will thank you, your knees will thank you, and you'll actually look forward to spending time in your garden. Forget squatting for hours. This is gardening for the future. 5. Crop rotation, the anti-disease power move. You've probably heard that rotating your crops is important, but are you doing it right? When you plant the same crops in the same spot every year, you're basically inviting pests and diseases to make themselves at home in your soil. The result? A sick garden and way too much stress. Enter crop rotation, the superhero move for your farm. By rotating crops, you break the pest cycle, improve soil health, and boost nutrient availability. For example, after planting nitrogen-hungry crops like corn, you can follow up with nitrogen-fixing crops like beans or peas, which naturally restore the soil's fertility. According to University of Missouri research, crop rotation can reduce pest damage by up to 50%. And let's be honest, that's probably the best 50% you'll ever save on anything in your life. Plus, if you're growing in raised beds, rotation is even easier since it's just a matter of shifting things around every year. So don't be lazy, mix it up. Your crops will thank you, your soil will thank you, and your plants might even throw you a thank you party. Okay, maybe not, but they'll grow better. 6. The power of perennials. Wait, don't replant every year. Imagine this. You plant something once, and it comes back to bless you with its fruits, literally, year after year. That's the power of perennials. These plants are like the loyal best friend who never forgets your birthday. Except this time, they bring a ton of food. Plants like asparagus, rhubarb, chives, and blueberries will keep giving you produce season after season with almost no effort on your part. Not only will you save time, you only plant once after all, but you'll also improve soil health and reduce labor. Perennial plants have deep root systems that help prevent erosion and improve soil structure over time. According to Rodale Institute, perennials can increase a farm's sustainability by up to 50%. You don't need to till every year or worry about replanting. And if that's not the dream, I don't know what is. 7. No-till farming. Because digging is overrated. What's worse than digging? Everything. So why do it? Enter the world of no-till farming, the practice of planting crops without disturbing the soil. No-till farming helps to preserve soil structure, prevent erosion, and increase soil health by maintaining organic matter and promoting the life of beneficial soil organisms. The Rodale Institute found that no-till systems increase yields by as much as 40% compared to traditional tilling methods. Plus, when you don't till, you don't disrupt all those tiny, wonderful creatures that live in the soil and help your crops thrive. Earthworms, microbes, fungi, you name it. These guys do the hard work so you don't have to. Yeah, I don't like this clip either. And with no-till, you'll spend less time in the dirt and more time doing other important things, like possibly enjoying a cold beverage after a job well done. I personally don't do a lot of no-till on my own farm, but it's definitely something worth looking into if you have interest. 8. The power of cover crops. Nature's blanket. Let's talk about something that's probably the best kept secret in farming. Cover crops. These are plants you grow in between harvests to keep your soil covered, reduce erosion, and fix nitrogen. Crops like clover, vetch, and winter rye act as nature's blanket, protecting the soil from wind and rain, while also boosting fertility and reducing weed pressure. According to the NRCS, cover crops can increase soil organic matter by as much as 1 ton per acre each year. That's a lot of free fertilizer for next year's crops. Plus, by using cover crops, you can reduce the need for expensive commercial fertilizers, saving you money in the long run. Not to mention, when you have cover crops, you're also reducing the amount of work required to maintain healthy soil. It's a win-win. 9. Composting. Turn your trash into treasure. So you've been tossing out kitchen scraps, yard clippings, and all that waste from your farm. Well, guess what? You've been sitting on a gold mine. Composting is the ultimate farm hack. And if you're not already doing it, you're wasting resources and throwing away money. That pile of banana peels, coffee grounds, and weeds you thought were trash? In the compost world, they're worth their weight in gold. Compost improves soil structure, increases moisture retention, reduces plant disease, and provides essential nutrients to your crops. Studies have shown that composting can increase crop yields by up to 20%. The best part is, you get to recycle your scraps into something incredibly valuable for your soil. Talk about sustainability. Let's break it down. Start with green material, like vegetable scraps, coffee grounds, or grass clippings, and brown material, like dry leaves, straw, or wood chips. Layer them, turn the pile every so often, and within a few months, you've got the richest, most nutrient-packed compost you could ask for. Plus, You'll get that satisfaction of knowing that, in a way, you've paid for your fertilizer with your food scraps. It's like your own version of turning trash into treasure. Who doesn't want to feel like a superhero while doing yard work? 10. The mulch pit of technology. Automated everything, okay? I know, we're talking about small farms here, and automation might sound a little too sci-fi for you. But trust me, it's real, and it's happening now. We've entered the future of farming, and it's not all about tilling the earth with a tractor the size of a building. For small farms, technology can be a game changer. And the best part is, you don't need to be a tech guru to implement it. Let's talk automated irrigation systems, soil sensors, weather stations, and even robotic weeders. Yes, robots that can eliminate weeds with the precision of a highly trained ninja. According to a Deloitte study, the use of smart farming tools can improve farming efficiency by up to 25%. And that's just scratching the surface. Imagine an irrigation system that adjusts itself based on weather data or soil moisture levels, ensuring your crops get exactly what they need with zero guesswork. Or what about a weather station that sends you alerts about when to plant, water, or harvest, all while you sip coffee on your porch like some kind of futuristic farm lord? It's not just a luxury, it's efficiency at its finest. In fact, many farms are already using these smart tools to drastically reduce labor costs and maximize productivity. You don't need to go all in on expensive robots either. Start small with an automated watering system or soil moisture sensor, and you'll soon see the benefits of precision farming. And if you think that technology is only for large-scale operations, think again. Small farmers who use these tools report a 25 to 50% increase in productivity. And that's not just a maybe figure, it's based on real, measurable results. So, there you have it. 10 small farm hacks that'll give you big results without turning your life into a never-ending, back-breaking nightmare. Whether it's automated irrigation, companion planting, or composting, you've now got a handful of smart strategies to work with. And let's face it, farming doesn't have to be all sweat, tears, and four-letter words when things go wrong.
With these hacks, you'll work smarter, not harder, and, dare I say it, look like a farming genius to all your friends and neighbors. No one has to know that your biggest hack was learning how to use a soaker hose.
Here's the bottom line. If you want to maximize your yield without breaking your back, these 10 hacks are the way to go. They're easy, practical, and scientifically backed to improve your farming efficiency. And even better, they'll give you more time to relax, enjoy your harvest, or even take a well-deserved nap after all the hard work. You've earned it. So get out there, implement a few of these hacks, and watch your farm go from meh to magnificent. And remember, farming is hard work, but it doesn't have to be miserable. With the right mindset and these clever hacks, you can make your farm thrive without selling yourself or turning into a modern-day masochist. And hey, if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment about your favorite hacks below. Or if you've got your own small farm tips, share them with the world, because farming is a community, and we could all use a few extra shortcuts to make life a little easier. Now go grab your watering can, or don't, because with soaker hoses, you'll never need one again, and get to work. Your future self will thank you. Or not. Plants are pretty good at being passive-aggressive like that.